Alright, we're getting ready for girls varsity basketball action. Jumping for Gate City is number 4, Tracy Ghost. And for Virginia High is number 52, Sherwood. About 8 minutes on the clock for the first quarter. And here's the jump. Tracy Ghost with the win. Tips it back to Amy Morris. Amy Morris bringing the ball down the court for Gate City. Passing off to Bellamy. Bellamy breaks inside, puts up the shot, no good. Tracy Ghost with the rebound, puts up the shot, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it up again off the rim. Bellamy getting the rebound now. And fouled by number 34 of Virginia High. That's Robinson with her first foul. And Bellamy will go to the line with 2 shots. First shot is up and it's no good. Second shot is up and she hits it. 1 for 2 for the first point for Gate City. Number 30 with the ball, that was Foster, passing off to number 12, back to Foster. Passing down court, and no good, long, out of bounds, and it'll be Gate City's ball. Throwing the ball in for Gate City is number 35, Trish Edwards. Bellamy bringing the ball down the court. Passing off to Morris. Morris putting up a shot from 2-point range, and that's good. Morris with 2, the score is 3-0. Gate City passes in. Oh, she wasn't watching. Foster just barely gaining control of the ball before it went back out of bounds. Doss with the ball, passing off to number 22, Bobbitt. Underneath number 34, shot no good, up under the backboard. And a foul is called on number 10. That's Bellamy with her first foul. So Robinson will go to the line. First shot is up and no good. She got one more shot. The second shot is up. A lot of arch on it. She still misses though. Rebounded by number 12, Doss. Foster with the ball out at the top of the key, trying to break around. Hits number 12 in the head and bounces off. Smith with the rebound. Passes off to Morris. Morris bringing the ball down the court for Gate City. Sets up the offense. Passes out to Bellamy. Bellamy flips it into Smith. Smith breaks towards the goal, and there's 2 points for Heather Smith. Foster with the ball for Virginia High, trying to break the Gate City press. Passes off to number 12, Doss. And back to Foster. Foster out to number 22. She breaks inside. And shot is no good. Gets her own rebound. Puts it up. No good. Rebounded by number 52. Puts up the shot. No good. And a foul called on. I believe that'll be against Bellamy again. And it is. That's Bellamy's second personal foul. And number 52, that's Sherwood, will go to the line with 2 shots. First shot is up and good. She's got one more shot. Score is now 5-1. Second shot is up and off the rim. And Trish Edwards with the rebound there. Passes off to Morris. Morris bringing the ball down the court, setting up the offense, fakes and passes off to Bellamy. Bellamy with the shot, and it's good. Bellamy now with 3 points. Foster passing back to Doss. Doss having a little bit of trouble. Passes back to Foster. It looks like she walked there. She pulls, shoots, no good. Rebounded by Ghost. Ghost getting up there for the rebound. Passes out to Bellamy. Bellamy has to knock away. Ghost gets control of the ball and passes to Morris. Morris letting the offense set up. Score is 7-1. Pulls, shoots, and it's good. 2-point range is close to the 3-point line. Back up another foot and she'd be hitting 3-pointers. Foster with the ball for Virginia High, and Doss almost losing it. Morris getting up close, passes into Edwards. Edwards passing back to Morris. Morris letting the offense set up, passes to Ghost. Goes out to Bellamy, and they call 3 seconds. That was a quick 3 seconds there. Gate City was hardly down on their end of the court that long. 5 minutes and 3 seconds left on the clock. Doss throwing it into Sherwood to Foster. And Foster running double dribbles as she got right into the middle of a Gate City crowd, and I don't think the referees are going to take that too long. That pass was not a very kind one, put it that way. Bellamy with the ball for Gate City, letting the offense set up. Top of the key, passes to Morris. Morris looking underneath to Edwards. Edwards with her first shot of the game, just off the rim. Ghost with the rebound. She's been getting in there for the rebounds. Missed the shot. Smith with the rebound. Shot is up and good. Smith now with 4, and she'll go to the line with 1 shot. Coach Blackwell talking to Tracy Ghost right now. She's been getting up there for the rebounds, getting a lot of rebounds for Gate City. Shot is no good. Rebounded by number 34, Robinson, out to number 22, Bobbitt. Bobbitt slowing it down, passes back to Foster. Foster letting the offense set up, passes underneath to Doss. Doss to Bobbitt, back to Foster. Foster out to Robinson on the wing position. Robinson looking in, nothing there. Passes out to Doss. Doss with the shot, and good for 2. Bellamy with the ball for Gate City. Passes down to Morris. Morris doing a good job keeping the ball under control. Passes back to Bellamy. Bellamy looking underneath. Ghost doing a lot of crossing underneath. Shot is up for Morris, and it's good. Morris now with 6 points for Gate City. Score is 13-3. Gate City getting off to an early lead. And Bobbitt breaking the inside there. No good. Ghost got a hand on that ball. She got a hand on the ball. Good defensive play. Bobbitt just kind of flung her body in there and hoped for the best. That's what she got. That's the first foul against Ghost. And it looks like, I'm not sure, I believe Gate City called the timeout. It was Gate City. Score is 13-3. Gate City's varsity Lady Devils up by 10 points with 3 minutes and 44 seconds left in the clock for the first period. Coach Blackwell talking to his team. They've been playing some good ball out here in the first few minutes of the game. Getting in there, getting the rebounds. Usually Gate City isn't that strong of a rebounding team early on in the game, but Ghost has really come on tonight, not giving the Bearcats a chance at all underneath the goal. Edwards has only taken 1 shot so far. She's missed that one. Morris is leading with 6 points. Smith right behind her with 4. And Bellamy with 3 points for Virginia High. Doss has 2, Robinson has 2, and Sherwood has 1. And Bobbitt will be shooting for Virginia High. Taking a little bit of time there. She's got 2 shots. First time she's been to the foul line. First shot is up, and it's good. She's got 1 more shot. Score is now 13-4. 3 minutes and 44 seconds left on the clock in the first period. Second shot is up, and it's good. She hits 2 for 2. Bellamy with the ball for Gate City. Passes off to Morris. Morris passes back to Bellamy. Bellamy to Edwards. Edwards inside to Smith, and number 51 got a hand on it. That's Rose. And there'll be a foul against her, probably reaching in, I suppose. Still a little bit of a push there, but it'll be Gate City's ball underneath their own goal. Amy Morris handling the inbounding duties. Set up play number 1. We'll see what that is. Passes right into Bellamy. Bellamy takes a shot just off the rim. Edwards with the rebound. Puts the shot up. No good. Rebounded by Smith. No good. Puts the shot again and finally sinks it. Smith with 6. Bellamy breaks that play up. It's still Virginia High's ball. Score is 15-5. Gate City with their 10-point lead. They've been able to sustain since the first minutes of the game. And Virginia High sends in a substitution, number 40 coming in. That's Bailey coming in for Doss. She'll be inbounding the ball and passes into Foster. Foster trying to bring the ball down the court and tosses it back to Bobbitt. Bobbitt back to Foster. Foster trying to work it in, and she travels. It'll be Gate City's ball. We have 3 minutes and 5 seconds left on the clock in the first period. The score is 15-5, Gate City. Trish Edwards inbounding the ball, and Virginia High comes out with a press. Gate City sends in 2 substitutions, Bays and Carter coming in. Bays coming in for Ghost and Carter for Bellamy. Carter with the ball for Gate City, bringing it down the court. Carter probably one of the quicker players on the Gate City Lady Devils team. Passes into Bays. Bays with the shot just off the rim. Smith getting the rebound. Puts up the shot. No good. And Smith again with the rebound. Passes out to Morris. Morris fakes. Passes out to Carter. Carter with the shot from 2 just off the rim. Bays and Carter both going for the rebound. Carter comes out with it. Passes to Bays. Bays has time to set up. Puts up the shot and it's good. Bays with her first 2 points of the game. Foster with the ball and Carter trying to trap. Pushing it down the court. Bays sets it up, steals it from Foster. Open court, comes down with the layup, puts it up, and Bays with 4 now. Passes into number 40, Bailey. Foster with the ball now, trying to bring it down the court. And passes it right to Bays. Bays off to Carter. Carter back to Bays. Bays putting up the shot. Bays now with 6 points for Gate City. She's been in only about a minute and scores 6 points for Gate City. Score is 21-5. We have a minute and 56 seconds left on the clock in the first period. And Bays only in there for about a minute and 8 seconds possibly. Scores 6 points. 1 offensively, 2 from defensive plays that have paid off. So leading for Gate City is Morris, Smith, and Bays, each with 6 points apiece. Bellamy with 3. For Virginia High, Doss has 2. Bobbitt with 2 points. And Sherwood with 1. As Gate City goes off to an early lead, they have a 16-point lead in the first period. It's a minute and 56 seconds left on the clock. They come back out onto the court, and it'll be Virginia High's ball. Virginia High makes a few substitutions. They've got a number 32. That's Avery. Gate City using their press, and Rose trying to slip in behind Edwards. Avery pushing the ball down the court quickly, passes to number 51. Rose, shot no good, and Edwards comes down with the rebound. Carter bringing the ball down the court for Gate City. Passes to some Bays, and loses the ball off of Avery's foot. Avery is wearing an air cast. Looks like it's just helping her a little bit. Morris passing in the ball. Passes to Carter. Carter has time to set up. Shot just off the rim. No good. Avery with the rebound. Pushing it down the court. Slows it down as nothing is there. Brings it back out. Foster at the top of the key. Tries to work her way in. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Bays of Gate City. Bays bringing the ball down the court. Top of the key, passes into Edwards at the baseline. Edwards with 2. Gate City with the lead, 23-5. What is that? Avery tripping Amy Morris out of bounds. Running into some trouble there. Foster now, and Smith getting a little bit of a knee in there herself. And Foster travels for, I believe that's the 3rd time in the first period. 57 seconds left on the clock in the first period. It'll be Gate City's ball, and Gate City making some substitutions. Melinda Quillen comes in for Smith. Carter with the ball for Gate City. Passes to Edwards. Edwards back out to Carter. Gate City taking it easy now. About 44 seconds left on the clock. Morris pops one off the back of the rim. Edwards trying to get in for the rebound. Robinson comes down with it. Passes out to Foster. Foster bringing the ball down the court. Looks for Bailey. Bailey passing in. Robinson comes up with the ball. Puts the shot up. No good off the rim. Quillen comes down with it and is fouled by number 32. Avery's first foul tonight. Cushing foul called there. That's the fourth team foul for Virginia High. Gate City with 3 team fouls. Edwards inbounding the ball underneath Virginia High's ball, and looks like they'll use a little bit of a press there. Dropping off, slagging a little bit. Foster and Bailey trying to pick up Carter. Just rainbows it over to Edwards. Edwards passes back to Carter, and Carter will set up the offense for Gate City. Bays with the ball, passes back out to Carter. Carter gets around Avery, passes back to Morris. Morris from 2-point range, shot is up and good. And there's the buzzer. That ends the first period. Amy Morris hitting on the last shot there with a second left to bring the score to 25-5. Gate City with a 20-point lead in the first quarter going into the second period. Morris leading with 8 points. Edwards now with 2. Ghost has yet to score. She's playing good offense and defense on the boards. Smith with 6, Bellamy with 3, and Bays with 6 points. For Virginia High, Doss has 2, Bobbitt 2, and Sherwood 1. And that has not changed for a while. Gate City getting a little bit of help from their JV cheerleaders here tonight. This is, I guess, a average-sized crowd for a girls away basketball game. And we're getting ready for the second quarter to start here in a moment. Coach Blackwell giving his team a few last-minute instructions. But it looks like everything they've done so far has worked out fine for them. Coming out onto the court is Morris, Bays, Ghost, Carter, and Quillen. That'll be Virginia High's ball. Doss inbounding the ball. Foster passing back, and Quillen stealing it and run over by number 32. Avery cannot get away with that. That's her second personal foul. You can only give so much of a body block on a basketball court before a penalty is called. And that's a 15 foul, so it should be shooting. Okay, now the referees got that. It's a 1-on-1 shot for Gate City, and it'll be Quillen going to the line. Quillen has not scored yet. I don't believe she's put up a shot yet. She's got a 1-on-1 shot now. It's up just off the rim. Rebounded by Robinson of Virginia High. Passes out to Foster. Foster bringing down the ball. Carter playing defense. Breaks to the inside. Passes out to Doss. Doss trying to work her way around Quillen and bounces off the foot of Morris to go out of bounds. It'll be Virginia High's ball. And Gate City sends in a substitution. Bellamy coming in for Amy Morris. Foster inbounding the ball. Looks deep, but goes to Bobbitt. Back out to Doss, to Bobbitt. Bobbitt setting up the offense back at the top of the key. Passes to Foster at the wing position. Nothing inside. Back to Foster. To Bobbitt. Foster to Robinson, and Bays steals another one. Bays pushing it down the court. Goes up. Oh, just off the front of the rim. I thought she'd be fouled by Foster there. Robinson coming down with it. Passes to Bobbitt, and she goes out of bounds with the ball. No call. Passes into Robinson, and Quillen and Ghost come out with the rebounds. Passes out to Carter, to Bays underneath. Bays puts up the shot, and Bays now with 8 points tonight. Foster with the ball scores 27-5. Gate City with their biggest lead, a 22-point lead. Bobbitt with the ball for Virginia High. Passes right into the hands of Tracy Ghost. Bellamy bringing it down the court. Knocked away by Robinson. Out to Bobbitt. Ghost playing defense. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Bellamy. Bellamy out to Carter. Carter bringing it down the court for Gate City. Passes underneath to Bays. Bays with the shot, and Bays now with 10 points for Gate City. Leading. Foster passes out to Bobbitt. Bobbitt bringing the ball down the court and is a little bit tripped up by Carter. Let's see if they'll call that on Carter or Bays. Okay, they do call that on Carter. That's Carter's first personal foul, and I believe it'll be Gate City's fourth team foul. Doss inbounding to Foster. Foster setting the offense up at the top of the key, passing right into Melinda Quillen's hands, and Bellamy pushed around a little bit before a jump ball is called, and it'll be Gate City's ball. I thought they would have called a foul there. She was getting pushed around by two Virginia High players. Bays will be inbounding the ball for Gate City. Carter bringing it down the court. Score is 29-5. Gate City with a 24-point lead now. Carter bringing it inside, passes off to Bellamy. Bellamy with the shot off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Ghost. Ghost passes back out to Bellamy to Carter. Carter looking inside, passes to Bays. Bays from 2 point off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Quillen. Quillen with the shot, and there's Quillen's 2 points. Score is 31-5. Gate City just running away with it. Foster bringing the ball down the court for Virginia High. Nothing inside. Passes to Robinson across court. Back to Foster. Couldn't get a hold of it. Finally brings it in. Tries to work her way around Quillen and runs right into number 4 and is called with the traveling. That's about the 4th or 5th time that Foster has traveled. And Virginia High sends in a substitution, number 42 going in for Foster. That's Malcolm. Tammy Carter bringing down the ball for Gate City. Score is 31-5 with 5 minutes and about 10 seconds left on the clock. Carter setting up the offense, passes out to Bays. Bays inside to Ghost. Ghost lost it. And ooh, she walked. They didn't call it. She knows she walked. Malcolm. Now Bobbitt with the ball. Malcolm looking inside, nothing there. Passes to Robinson. Robinson puts up a shot, and it's good for 2. Robinson now with 2 points for Virginia High. Carter bringing it down the court. Finally, Virginia High gets past the 5-point mark. They've got 7 now. Score is 31-7. Carter passing out to Bellamy. Bellamy inside to Quillen. Quillen with the shot, and it's good. Quillen now with 4 points, and Gate City's just eating Virginia High up inside and out. Bobbitt bringing the ball down the court for Virginia High. Passes in to number 52 and Ghost cobbing her. Carter bringing the ball down the court, passes to Bellamy. Bellamy puts up the shot, and that's good. Bellamy now with 5. Score is 35-7, and we're only in the first half. We've got 4 minutes and about 5 seconds left on the clock. Doss with a shot for Virginia High. No good. Rebounded by Quillen. Doss gets the ball back and is tripped up a little bit, by accident, of course, by Bellamy. That'll be Bellamy's 3rd personal foul, I believe. We have 3 minutes and 57 seconds left on the clock. Gate City with a 28-point lead. The score is 35-7. We're in the second quarter. Doss from the foul line. She has 2 points tonight. Shot is up. Hits the first one. She's got one more shot. Puts it up and hits that too. So Doss now with 4, bringing the score to 35-9. Carter bringing the ball down the court for Gate City. At the top of the key, letting the offense set up. Looks to Henderson, passes in. Henderson went to pass to Quillen. Quillen turned for the rebound a little bit quick, and as an event, Bobbitt came up with the ball. Bobbitt looking inside now. Nothing there. Passes out to Robinson. Robinson, a little bit of a stutter step, breaks in and hits for 2. Bobbitt now with 4 points for Virginia High. Scores 35-11. Carter bringing the ball down the court with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. Carter letting the offense set up. Gate City has had almost all their players in. Now Bays passing to Henderson. Henderson, the shot is up, and Henderson was fouled. Number 22, I believe, is who the foul is on. Bobbitt, that's her first foul. Henderson will go to the line with 2 shots. First shot is up and good. Henderson has one more shot, puts it up and no good. Line violation there. She hit the first one, give her 1 point. Score is 36-11, Gate City. It'll be Virginia High's ball with 3 minutes and 8 seconds left on the clock in the first half. Doss inbounding the ball, Bobbitt down there to bring it down the court. Gate City's defense has still been holding off. 52 pivots, shoots, no good. Rebounded by Henderson. Henderson bringing the ball down the court now for Gate City. Passes out to Carter. Carter bringing it back to the top of the key, trying to let the offense set up. Passes back to Henderson. Henderson at the top of the key. Passes to Bays underneath. Bays shoots and hits for another 2. Bays now with 12 points to lead the Gate City Lady Devils. Bobbitt almost carried the ball there, bringing it down the court. Looks to pass inside, passes to Robinson at the forward position. She comes in, no good. Rebounded by Bays. Bays bringing it down the court for Gate City. Henderson wide open, passes to Henderson. Henderson into Glover. Glover with the shot just a little bit off. Rebounded by Robinson. Bobbitt with the ball now, trying to get the plays set up for Virginia High. 2 minutes left on the clock. Number 42, Malcolm, trying to look inside. Nothing there. Passes to Robinson from the forward position. Air ball. Doss with the rebound. Having trouble. Passes out to Malcolm. Malcolm looking inside. Passes to Robinson at the forward position. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Henderson. And Henderson passes out to Carter. Carter bringing the ball down the court with 1 minute and 35 seconds left on the clock. Passes to Bays. Bays working her way around. Passes back out to Henderson. Henderson with the shot, and it's good. Henderson now with 3 points. The score is 40-11 in the first half. It's going to be a blowout if Gate City keeps this up. Bobbitt bringing the ball down the court for Virginia High. Looking inside, passes out to Malcolm. Malcolm at the wing position. Nothing there. Gate City's defense is tight. Robinson coming in, a little bit of bull neck there. Henderson comes up with the rebound, bringing it down the court for Gate City. Passes to Bays. And Bays didn't judge that pass right. Got away from her. With 59 seconds left on the clock, it'll be Virginia High's ball. Virginia High making some substitutions for Roseanne Bailey coming in for Malcolm and Sherwood. Bobbitt bringing the ball down the court for Virginia High. Score is 40-11. Gate City with a 29-point lead. Carter deflecting that, and Robinson having some trouble with it. Henderson takes it away. Jump ball called. It'll be Virginia High's ball. 45 seconds left on the clock, and Avery comes in for Virginia High. And Bobbitt will take a breather. Bailey will be inbounding the ball for Virginia High. And throws it right into Quillen. And it's knocked away. Bays comes up with it, though. Still Gate City's ball. And good pass to Carter. Carter letting the offense set up. Passes to Henderson. Henderson to Glover. Glover shot way off. Quillen with the rebound. Up, no good. Gets her own rebound. Puts it up again. She was fouled by number 34, I believe. And that's Robinson's second foul. Tonight, Quillen will go to the line with 25 seconds left on the clock. Quillen has 4 points tonight. She's 0 for 1 from the foul line. She'll have 2 shots, I believe, here. That's what they're giving her. 2 shots. First one is up, just off the rim. She's got one more shot, and Virginia High sends Foster in for Robinson. Quillen with 1 shot now. Second shot is up, and it's good. Quillen now has 5 points for Gate City. Foster bringing the ball down the court for Virginia High. Passing to Avery. Avery loses control, and Henderson comes up with it. She was pushed, goes down. Carter with the ball, bringing it down the court, works her way around Foster, who reaches in on Tammy Carter, and that'll be Foster's second foul, I believe. Oh no, that's her first foul, excuse me. And Carter will go to the line. I don't think Carter has not shot at all tonight. This is the first time she's been to the line, 1-1, just off the front of the rim. And Doss comes up with it and hands it right to Melinda Quillen. And passes to Henderson off the leg of Bailey. It'll be Gate City's ball. Underneath her own goal. Carter inbounding the ball. What are they doing? Okay, they got it straightened out now. Thought he was going to give it to Foster there. Carter inbounding the ball, passes into Bays. Bays puts up the shot, and it's good. Bays with 14 points in the first half. Gate City with a humongous lead. Score is 43-11 going into halftime. Gate City just blowing the Bearcats away. We'll be back in a moment for the second half. Jeez. We're back for the second half. Gate City's team is out on the court, and it doesn't look like Virginia High's. Here they come. Finally, a little bit late, but better late than never. Gate City at halftime had a 32-point lead over Virginia High. Score is 43-11, and Bays in the first half alone, not playing the entire first half, mind you, had 14 points. It's Gate City's ball. Virginia's highest team is finally out on the court. Morris with the ball at the wing position, passes underneath to Smith. Smith with the shot just off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Doss. Passes off to Bobbitt. Bobbitt bringing the ball down the court for Virginia High. Looking inside, can't find anything. Passes out to Doss at the wing position. Doss into Robinson at the forward. And, oh, come on. She charged Ghost, and they're calling a... That's about the worst call I've seen tonight. That's Ghost's second personal foul. And Robinson will be shooting 2 shots. They called a hacking foul on Ghost. Ghost had her position, didn't move. Robinson ran right into her. In fact, jumped right into him. Misses the first shot. That kind of serves her right. She's got another shot. The score is 43-11. Shot is up and good. Robinson leading Virginia High's team with 5 points. Number 10, Bellamy bringing the ball down the court for Gate City. Passes off to Morris. Morris back to Bellamy, out to Edwards. Edwards with a little jumper, short, underneath Ghost, puts up the shot. And she's fouled by number 51. That's Rose. That's Rose's second personal foul tonight. And Ghost will go to the line with 2 shots. Ghost has not scored yet tonight. She has played well off the boards. First shot is up and just a little bit long. Second shot is up and just short. Rebounded by Smith. Passes into Edwards. Edwards with the shot, and it's good. Edwards now with 4 points for Gate City. Bobbitt bringing the ball down the court for Virginia High. And passes right into the hands of Edwards, and Edwards loses control of it. Bobbitt takes the ball back. Passes out to Doss. Doss puts up a shot, and that's good for 2. Doss now with 6 points. Bellamy bringing the ball down the court, for Gate City. Score is 45-14. Passes out to Morris. Morris pulls and shoots just long. Rebounded by Smith. And there's a foul. Let's see who they call that on. Number 51 That's Rose of Virginia High. That is her 3rd personal foul. And Virginia High will be sending in a substitution for her. Bailey comes in. Have 6 minutes and 33 seconds left on the clock. Smith at the line. She's got 2 shots. First shot is up and good. Smith now with 7 points for Gate City. Score is 46-14. Second shot is up and she hits them both. She's got 8 points now for Gate City. Score is 47-14. Bobbitt bringing the ball down the court for Virginia High. Gate City's defense not giving up very many points. Bobbitt spins, shoots, and hits for 2. Bellamy bringing the ball down the court. Passes out to Edwards. Edwards shoots, and it's good. Edwards now with 6. Bobbitt bringing the ball down the court for Virginia High. Passes to Robinson. Robinson trying to break in. Oh, she walks. Can't put your head down and try to run through the defenders. That's football, not basketball. Bellamy bring the ball down the court for Gate City. Looking to Morris. Passes inside to Ghost. Goes outside to Morris. Morris with the shot, and that's good. Morris now with 10 points for Gate City. Bobbitt bringing the ball down the court for Virginia High. We have 5 minutes and about 35 seconds left on the clock. Score is 51-16. Bobbitt passes to Bailey. Bailey puts up the shot, no good. Air ball, rebounded by Edwards. It's knocked away by Robinson. And it'll be Gate City's ball at the sideline. Edwards inbounding the ball, passes it in to Amy Morris. Morris bringing the ball down the court for Gate City, setting it up at the top of the key. Pulls and shoots off the front of the rim and goes in. She's got 12 points now. Right behind Bays, who's on the bench now. Bays has 14 points. Taking a breather now. Bobbitt bringing the ball down the court. Loses it, passes to Doss. Doss to Bailey. Bailey inside the 52. That's Sherwood. And I believe they're going to call Trish Edwards with the penalty. And it is against Edwards. That is her first personal foul. She'll have 2 shots. First shot is up and no good. Edwards was just playing good defense there right on Sherwood. Sherwood just turned around and whacked Edwards. A good one. Second shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Ghost. And come on, reaching in there on Robinson. And that'll be Robinson's 3rd personal foul now. Gate City's ball. Edwards inbounding. Bellamy will be bringing the ball down the court for Gate City. And Gate City just blowing Virginia High off the scoreboard. Score is 53-16. Amy Morris passing underneath to Edwards, and she took a little bit of a jump there before she shot and is called on an up and down traveling. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. Score is 53-16. Foster in now for Bobbitt, bringing the ball down the court for Virginia High. Gets a pick from Malcolm, a little bit of a body block actually. Malcolm loses the ball there. Bellamy coming up, and Ghost knocks the ball away. Good defensive play by Tracy Ghost. 4 minutes and about 22 seconds left on the clock. Score is 53-16. Gate City just blowing Virginia High away. Foster inbounding the ball, passes into Doss. Doss back to Foster, and she walks big time. And a jump ball called between Foster and Smith. It'll be Virginia High's ball. Foster will be inbounding the ball for Virginia High. Looks, finds Malcolm, and Trish Edwards just steps right in and takes the ball away. Passes out to Bellamy. Bellamy bringing the ball down the court for Gate City. Looking up, finds Smith. Smith looking inside, puts a shot up and just outside the rim. Edwards with the rebound, shot up, no good. And Smith is fouled, and they don't call that. And to give it to Virginia High, Doss will be inbounding the ball. 3 minutes and 52 seconds left on the clock. Foster bringing the ball down the clock. Court for Virginia High. Passes over and Ghost just there to knock it away. Bellamy now bringing the ball down the court for Gate City. Working her way around. Bailey pulls, shoots, and it's good. I'm not sure what happened there. I guess Virginia High. No, wait a minute. Gate City sending Bays in for a Ghost. Foster bringing the ball down the court, tries to set it up. Passes off to Doss, back to Foster. Foster to Malcolm, out of bounds. And Virginia High is just slowing down completely. And Gate City substitutes in number 15, Carter, for Trish Edwards. So Gate City's lineup is now Carter, Bellamy, Morris, Bays, and Smith. Most of the high scorers for Gate City. Passes to Carter, Carter to Smith. Smith puts up the shot and it's good. Smith now with 10 points for Gate City. Right behind Morris with 12. He's behind Bays with 14. Foster bringing the ball down the court for Virginia High. Tried to get picks on both sides of Carter and did not work. Lost the ball out of bounds. It will be Virginia High's ball. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. Avery comes in. Foster passes into Avery. Avery looking for the shot. Rebounded by Carter. Carter bringing the ball down the court, pushing it down hard. Passes to Smith. Smith shoots just off the rim, knocked out of bounds, and it'll be Gate City's ball underneath their own goal. Score is 57-16. That's like a 31-point lead, 41-point lead. And another shot from Bays. That gives Bays 16. Score is 59-16. That's a 43-point lead, I believe. Foster passing into Sherwood. Sherwood gets the shot no good. Rebounded by Malcolm. Malcolm puts up the shot. It's good, and the foul. And the foul is called against number 21. That's Bays' first foul of the night. Have 2 minutes and 16 seconds left on the clock. The score is 59-18. Malcolm from the line with one shot. Shot is up and it's good. Score is 59-19. It's a 40-point lead for Gate City as Carter brings the ball down the court. Carter passes off to Morris. Morris fakes off Foster. Looks inside, nothing there. Passes out to Carter to Bellamy. Bellamy pulls, shoots, and it's good. Gate City's just walking all over Virginia High. Referee's telling Smith to leave the ball alone after it goes to the net. She might have given him a little tap there, no big deal, but Trish Edwards comes in for Smith. Score is 61-19. Foster bringing the ball down the court for Virginia High. Gets the pick and walks right into Bays. Shots up and finally falls. Foster gets her first 2 points of the game. Score is 61-21. Carter passes to Bays underneath. Loses it, passes back in. The referee says she was out of bounds already. 1 minute and 36 seconds left in the third quarter and counting. Foster bringing the ball down the court for Virginia High. Score is 61-21, Gate City. Doss with the ball, puts up the shot, and it's good. Doss now with 8 points for Virginia High. Edwards passing into Carter. Carter bringing the ball down the court for Gate City. Score is 61-23. Carter pulls, passes to Bellamy. Bellamy giving a fake. Bays with the shot, and it's good. Bays now with 18 points tonight. She's only played about 2 quarters now. It's a minute left on the clock. Foster with the ball, driving. Puts up the shot, no good. And Morris comes up with the rebound. Foster trying to cut her off. And Morris just working her way around, passes to Carter. Carter passes off to Bellamy. Bellamy with the shot. Rebounded by Foster. Shot was no good. Looks like she took a stutter step there. passing down to Avery. Avery passes back to Foster. Foster from 2, shot is good. Foster now with 4 points, score is 63-25. Gate City with about a 30-point lead, something like that. Morris shoots just off the rim, rebounded by Foster. Gate City's not getting the rebounds that they need now. They should be doing it. Foster passes to Doss, and Doss gets the ball back. That's the end of the third quarter. Score is 63-25. Gate City just walking all over Virginia High, not having any trouble at all. And Gate City is up by 38 points going into the fourth quarter. Junior varsity cheerleaders giving Gate City a little bit of support here at Virginia High. Leading the Gate City varsity team is sophomore Geneva Bays with 18 points. Morris has 12, Smith has 10, Edwards with 6, Bellamy with 9, Henderson with 3, and Quillen with 5 points, all for Gate City. For Virginia High, Doss has 8, leading Virginia High. Foster now with 4 since she's hit in the third quarter. Bobbert with 4. Avery has not scored. Robinson with 5. Malcolm with 3 points. And Sherwood with 1. We're in the fourth and final period of the game. We have 8 minutes on the clock. That will be the final 8 minutes. Henderson will be inbounding the ball to Smith. Smith passes it back to Henderson. Henderson setting up the offense, passes out to Glover. Glover looking inside to Ghost, and number 51 called with the pushing foul. That's Rose with her 4th personal foul tonight. I believe that's the 4th team foul. And Virginia High sends in Robinson for Rose. Glover inbounding the ball for Gate City. Passes into Smith. Smith trying to work the ball in, loses it. Foster almost lost it there as Henderson got a hand on it. Foster pushing it down. Pulls, shoots, and no good. She was fouled, I do believe. Let's see who they call the foul on number 33. That would be Smith, Heather Smith, with her 1st foul tonight. And Foster now has 2 shots from the line. She's not shot any foul shots tonight. First one is good. She's got 1 more shot. Score is 63-26. Second shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Melinda Quillen. Foster now with 5 points. Henderson bringing the ball down the court for Gate City. And off the foot of Avery, it'll be Gate City's ball. Glover inbounding the ball. Passes into Henderson. And Avery playing a little bit too close here. Looked like she kind of smacked Lisa Henderson. Ball knocked out of bounds by number 12, Doss of Virginia High. It'll be Gate City's ball. Gate City sending in number 15 and 21. That's Carter and Bays coming in for Ghost and Smith. Bays inbounding the ball. The score is 63-26. We have about 7 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock. Carter passes off to Henderson. Henderson to Bays at the forward position. Bays pulling. And it's called with the charge. I don't know how. Looked like Robinson was moving. And that'll be Bays' 2nd personal foul. Foster bringing the ball down the court for Virginia High. And Henderson takes it away from Foster, passes out to Carter. Carter fakes off Avery, comes in for the layup just off, and Robinson comes down with the rebound, throwing some elbows in there. Passes off to Foster. Foster coming in, passes to Avery. Avery with the shot, no good. Rebounded by Bays, and Robinson reaching in. That'll be Robinson's fourth personal foul, I believe, and that's what they've got on the scoreboard. And that'll be 1-1 for Bays. Bays has 18 points for Gate City, leading their scoring. This is the first time she's gone to the foul line tonight. She's got a 1-1. First shot is up, a little bit short. Just missed her own rebound. Avery bringing the ball down the court. She's quick, slows it down. Bays almost took it away there. Passes to Foster. Foster pulls. She walked big time. And it'll be Gate City's ball. Bays will be inbounding the ball, and Virginia High sends in some substitutions. Number 40, Bailey, coming in for Robinson, who has 4 personal fouls. Carter bring the ball down the court for Gate City. Passes to Henderson. Just long, losing the ball out of bounds. It'll be Virginia High's ball. Score is 63-26. We've got 6 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock in the 4th period. Avery inbounding the ball for Virginia High. Foster bringing it down the court. Passes off to Bailey. Bailey inside to Sherwood. And see who they're calling that one against. Number 20, that would be Melinda Quillen. That's her first personal foul tonight. I think they said she was holding or something. I'm not sure exactly what it was. Sherwood from the line. She's 1 for 4 tonight. She's got 1 shot here. It's up and no good. Rebounds by Carter. Carter bringing the ball down the court for Gate City. Passes to Bays. Bays bringing it in to Quillen. Quillen with 2. Now has 7 points for Quillen with 5 minutes and 46 seconds left on the clock. Carter comes up and Foster bringing the ball in, loses control of it, and Henderson getting the ball. And they said she traveled, I don't know when. This is across, and Henderson right there to take it away. Ball goes out of bounds, and they say it's Virginia High's ball. We have 4 minutes and 56 seconds left on the clock. The score is 65-26. Gate City. Foster inbounding the ball for Virginia High. Passes into Avery. Avery out to Bailey. Bailey looking inside. Passes to Foster. Foster trying to bring it in. Passes to Avery. Avery puts up the shot. Air ball. And Glover comes down with the rebound. Trying to bring it down the court. And Avery goes out of bounds with it. It looks like she's got more talent in her mouth. Letting out that war yell there. Bays inbounding the ball. Carter setting up the offense. Passes to Bays. Bays looking inside. And Glover and Quillen going at it. Excuse me, Quillen and Avery going at it there on the floor. And they say it's Virginia High's ball on account of the jump ball. It looked like they were going to get into it on the floor there. 4 minutes and 22 seconds left on the clock. Foster bringing the ball down there. Court passes in to Sherwood. Sherwood puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Bailey, and Bailey is fouled by, let's see, number 20. That's Quillen with her second personal foul.